Hi, welcome back to Hunter's Hooks. I'm Chef Grant and I'm going to show you how to make venison Wellington. First I'm going to clean this loin right here. I already cleaned one, but I'm going to clean this one right here so you can see how it's kind of done. So this is silver skin. You just take the tip of your knife and you kind of shove it straight through and you kind of pull up at an angle. And then you come back and you go the rest of the way. Just discard the rest of the silver skin that you have there and you just throw it away. You don't want to eat it. It's really tough. It's not appetizing. Now you do this the same way you would do a beef loin. If you buy a fresh beef loin, you do the same exact process. It's going to have the same type of silver skin on it, just going to be from a cow and not a deer. And that's pretty much it. I mean, once you get this kind of cleaned off, you got all this beautiful dark red meat in here. And it just makes the meat taste better. And people that cook it with this on here, they don't know what they're doing. They don't have a clue on what they're actually doing. So now people watching the video and they get bitter and they might go, well, you don't know what you're doing. You're right. I don't know what I'm doing. Does anybody? Think about it. They're just going off of what they've seen. Well, this is how I was taught, so my mini chefs seem to know what they were doing. So I'm going to assume that I know what I'm doing now. All right, that's pretty much it. Right there. Little piece right there. Skim that out. So. Shave that. Shave that. Then you're gonna, there's a little fat right here where it's attached to the rib cage. Flip it over. Same thing on this side, there's not much. This is where the ribs were. On the top side of the deer. I'm pretty sure that this deer wasn't very big. I'm pretty sure it was a Florida deer. Probably weighed 90 pounds. But I could be wrong. My brother-in-law killed this, not me. All right, there you have it. This piece right here. Sometimes you'll have this, sometimes you won't. Depends on how good of a butcher you have. Obviously, his butcher isn't great. But whatever. It's not here to talk about. All right, so that's that. Loin. Now I'm going to make these into Wellingtons, so I want them a certain size. So let's go, say about 4 to 6 ounces roughly, right here. Nice little steak. That's a good steak. We'll cut this one right in half. Pull it down. Another good steak, and we'll trim just a tip of this off. And there you go. I got 4 steaks there. I'll probably only use 1 or 2 of them for the Wellington, but we got them. This, I'll use that for something else. So I showed you how to clean it. Now I'm going to show you how to sear it off in a pan and get it ready for making it into the Wellington. All right, so yeah, I have to lean down for this. Beef Wellington, hot pan. It's getting there. Take a little bit of oil, put in the bottom of the pan. Yeah. We reach back here and grab our steaks. Pretty nice little steak. Put a little bit of pepper on it. Sprinkle some salt on them. There she is. And if that's hot, we trot. And she goes. I'm gonna do one more. Pepper. So you get the whole effect of it. And salt. You don't need to do any over seasoning. Just salt and pepper, man. That's all you need, salt and pepper. Okay. All right, so the trick to this is you want to cook the steak under what you want it to actually be when it comes out of the oven. So I like mine about medium to medium rare, so I'm going to cook this about the same. I'll probably end up cooking it rare, so when I put it in the puff pastry and I put it in the oven, like I said, I pull it out, it'll be about mid-rare. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a gravy to go with the Wellington. Now, crank my heat up. Simple and easy. I got the pan I cooked the meat in, right? I'm going to deglaze it with just a little bit of water. It's that simple. So you pour some water in, and it's going to pull all that stuff up once it gets hot. I have a whisk. As this starts getting hot, I'll start moving it around like so, taking all the fat and all whatever was left in here, like that. I'm going to take a pinch of salt. I'm going to take a pinch of pepper. I'm going to take a teeny bit, like a pinch, of garlic, and I'm going to whisk that in. You see the steam? Tells you it's getting hot. Now, I'm going to take a pinch of red onions. Throw those in there. Let those cook up. There we go. Like so. This isn't too difficult, folks. Now, this is stuff you have to find on your own. This is beef base. It's kind of like a gooey, tar-looking stuff. Just a little bit goes a long ways. And a lot of it goes even further. There it is. We'll just put that in. What it is. Shut your heat off. Pull it off, sorry. It's thin. I don't want it to be thick. I want it to be thin because I'm going to put this on the bottom of the plate and put the Wellington on top. All right, so Wellingtons have been seared. They look pretty good all the way around. It's nice. They're probably about a mid-rare to a rare. So now, got my puff pastry here. This is actually a Pillsbury sheet that you can buy, so it makes it simple. Pretty much just cut it right down the center. Take your beef, set it here. And I cooked off some spinach because I like to put spinach in the inside with it. It's got simple. Spinach is just spinach, garlic, salt, pepper, sauteed in olive oil. That's it. Nothing fancy. So now you got the puff pastry. You fold corner to corner, like so. And then you can roll the edges around. Now when you cook it, you want to cook it like this. Bottom down, top up. All your folds are on the bottom. So, same with this one. Center of that. Grab the spinach. Corner to corner. Now I set my oven at 350. I set my oven at 350 for a lot of things. So it is ready to rock and roll. I'll get the pan and set these in, and when they're done, I'll show you what they look like. So that's pretty much it. That is Venison Wellington. Wow. All right, it's time to check our Wellingtons. We'll pull them out of the oven, see what they look like. Bring this plate right over here. Plate one up. Oh yeah. Those guys look awesome. Slide that plate over again. Like so. They look good. Let's see if I can get one out though. That's the trick. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Nice and loose. Now, plate. The sauce that I made. And beef venison sauce right there on the bottom of the plate. Like so. Earlier I had made some roasted potatoes. I used some small ones. You can put those right across here. I used Peruvian blues, regular whites, and some reds. So we're going to put these on the back side like that. It's good. This plate is going to be dark. And we'll grab our Wellington right out like there. Set it down right there. Now it's time to find out, is it cooked right? We're going to cut it. And voila. Medium venison Wellington with roasted potatoes. Can't get no better than that, man. So, this has been Venison Wellington. I'm Chef Grant. Hope you enjoy.
Go to huntershooks.com to see more videos. See you there.